Well, hello there, Hollow Table heroes. Boy, they've just outright lost their minds. First things first, there's purple 6-dot mods in this video. And there's a lot of little things that we're going to look at, but I think they've just lost their minds on with this game. But we're going to talk about it. But first, I just got to show you what caught me right away when I was watching this video is, of course, this is like well produced and it's very well done. First things first. Oh my God, they're out of their minds. They're absolutely insane to accidentally put this in this video. I don't think this is an oversight. This is like, get used to it. This game is dead. It's dying. It's no longer Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, man. We need to line this out right here and rename the game Star Wars Galaxy of Gyros and Star Wars Galaxy of Mods. It no longer matters, the characters. They can give away free characters forever now, and what would be the point? Every new player in the game, tomorrow, they could just say, every person in this entire game gets every character at 7 stars. Here you go, poof. You've been playing the game for a week. Here, every character in the game for free, 7 stars. They would do nothing because this game is no longer about Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes because they would all be useless. You're going to have to put gear. You're going to have to put mods. This is Star Wars Galaxy of Gyros. And we got Gear 13 2 months ago, and they're already coming out with relics, which wouldn't be bad if it was a new system not dependent on being at Gear 13 with the trash cryotech. Not Cairo, cryotech, because I'm crying every time I have to get some. I mean, unless they're just going to give away tons of gear away for free, I don't see how this is going to be fun or good or positive for anybody. They're just straight up milking the whales, in my opinion. I think that's what's happening. It's just... brain is blown. The mechanics of this doesn't even matter because unless you have like 15 Gear 13s. Now, the thing is Gear 13 was already a significant boost. I mean, look at Grievous. But basically, let's say you can take your relic from 1 to 3 really easy. All that did is made Gear 13 a lot stronger, and you're forced to get more characters to Gear 13. I mean, what does the average player have in Gear 13? I mean, put that down in the comment section. I think I've got 5. I mean, I come across people that have a lot more, but it seems like just like the casual Dolphin maybe has 5 or 6, maybe a team full, maybe their arena team. Are they wanting us to have like a full 50 or 60 Gear 13s and then go in full relics? And then we're going to have to do mods? I know I'm a little all over the place. I've been making a lot of sense about this, but this just blows my mind that they're going to... hint or tease that this is going to be okay in the community. Nobody wants this. Nobody is asking for this. For me, I'm a huge fan of Grand Arena. I would like to play a Flash version of that game. Like maybe a version where I can get into a queue with 8 people. I set 4 teams on defense and I attack 4 teams. And then if I lose the first round, I'm out, but then I can go to round 2 and I can go to round 3. And maybe it's just like a 2-hour queue event. And it's something that I can do all day long and it can be optional. Why can't we do something like that? And like a new game mode, battle logs so that we can have some additional tools to know that the opponent didn't cheat. Because I don't know. I mean, that's kind of stuff that people want. That would be fun. It's a new game mode, a new idea, new characters. I mean, how many characters have we got this year compared to last year? Last year we had tons. And I remember being sick of marquees, but at this point I'm like, I could use some new characters. I wouldn't mind. I mean, we've gotten some interesting ones recently, but it seems like it's a half or a third as much as we got before. But all right, let's get going on this video here because, so... they're going to upgrade mods, and if they're going at this tempo, they're going to wait 2-3 months and then they're going to come out with purple 6-dot mods. And of course, it's going to be horrifically, exponentially better and hard to get and vital. And the good thing about it, though, is it doesn't have a Gear 13 unlock. From what I could see so far about this mods, is that this character right here, Ray, was at Gear 12, and it had a purple 6-dot mod equipped. Now, the other thing, too, is this upgrade button. That's very cool. We've been asking for that for a long time. And that would have been useful like 2 years ago when we had characters to actually upgrade. Now all of our characters are upgraded and we're not getting new characters. But it looks like there's going to be one button right there to upgrade all the pieces. So when you get a new character, the first 7 or 8 gears, it's really easy. But like I said, we're not getting new characters recently. They've kind of just turned that throttle all the way off. Now, they're also going to change the icon on the front. And that was pretty cool. I liked the way that looked, and I liked also how they had like Embo's helmet or whatever. So I hope they have some funny meme ones in there. I know that on Reddit they made a bunch, and I noticed that on the new icon where they show the new blue and the red, which I think is a fantastic idea, because I know that was my first thoughts when I first saw it, that it was just truly ugly. And then they specifically talk about in the future, there's going to be a Zeta icon. Now, right here, new portrait icon. I'm assuming that this one right here correlates to that. But it doesn't really make sense because it shows 0 down here behind me, and it has a 1 right there. But it shows that it's a 3 Zeta light side ray. It'll be red on dark side, and it'll be blue like a lightsaber for light side. And then right here will probably be the relic, and it's going to go from 1 to 7. It's going to be basically just the basic stats of the character, whether what the core of the character is, like, if it's agility based and so on. So the good thing about relics is I will say there is some good things about relics. The good things about relics is that, yes, we get to get through all of our old gear. The bad thing is it's behind gear 13. The good thing is that it's not affecting speed and it's not random. I mean, that's the good thing about relics, and that's the bad thing about mods. And when I saw this video, I was just going to talk about the relics and how they got nuked into narrate. It sounds like the guy is nuked on this video. Oh boy, look at this like to dislike ratio right there. That's horrible. But it's just like, my goodness, this is not good. Mods are the RNG in this game because you need good mods, and it's random, and you don't know what you're going to get, and it's time consuming. And I took suggestion of Takedown Xylo, and I've been farming mods weekly now, speed mods, because you never know what you're going to get. And sometimes I just pull a random 18 mod, and it's like, cool, that's a good mod. I can use that. And it's just like completely RNG. I'm talking about secondary stats as speed, and it's time consuming. I also spent 5.5 hours remodding my characters before this last Grand Arena, and now I've added new characters to my rosters, my Sith Marauder, and so I have to mod him, and it's a finicky thing, man. I do not want to do it very often, and it's not fun. Now, the reason why I'm worried about this whole Star Wars Galaxy of Gyros, Star Wars Galaxy of Mods, is that the game is, 3.5 years? It'll be 4 years in November, right? And what would I do if I was running out of characters to release, if 2/3 of my staff is no longer working on the game and they've been moved over to another title, I'm no longer getting support from corporate office because this game doesn't have positive growth because, according to Sensor Tower, at one point this game was pulling in $18 million a month. Now it's pulling in about 8. What would I do if I was the boss in that position? I tell you what I would do. I would milk the whales. And I would not care about new players coming into the game. I wouldn't care about game changers. I wouldn't care about the community. I wouldn't care about the free-to-play players. I would think that there is a core group of, let's say, between 50 and 100,000 diehard whales, maybe not even that many, that just spend no matter what and extract as much money out of them as possible in the next year. I mean, I don't, they say they got a 5-year plan. They don't have a 5-year plan. This game has got basically, we got clones content up until episode 9. And then episode 9, we're going to have a bunch of stuff for the new movie, right? We're going to have First Order and Resistance, and it's going to be great. And I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to let this run in the background. And then they have to go to Trilogy. They're going to do Trilogy stuff. They're going to bring Green Lightsaber, Jedi Luke, and the end. That's the end of the game. That's my prediction. I'm calling it right now. And it won't officially end, but it'll just drip off slowly, go off a cliff, just fader. But, they're going to have to do trilogy stuff. I mean, I know they're waiting to do trilogy stuff as long as possible because I do think there's a whole bunch of 25-year-olds that are in love with clones and Grievous. I think about McMull and Arnold. who are in that age. I've got a friend who's that age, and he has like a B1 tattooed on him, and it's just like there's people they're in love with that era. But like I think there's a whole bunch of people my age who are just like, I was a kid, when I saw Return of the Jedi, and that's like my favorite part and reason why I love Star Wars. And I think the heavy spenders are in, that 35-year-old range, 35 to 40-year-old range. I'm a little bit older than that. I'm older than 40. But it's just like, how are they going to milk those people? The people that are big spenders and whales, the dentists and the lawyers and all that stuff. It's going to be through trilogy content. And we're going to get some... we're going to finish off the trilogy content. We're going to get a Great lightsaber Luke, and that's going to be pretty much the end of the game. Because if they have a very small staff making content, I mean, they've talked about it. They pretty much have moved everybody over to this new game, and I don't think this game is Star Wars based at all. I think it's something else. I think it's entirely else, nothing to do. But I would guess that more than half of the people that used to develop this game are no longer working on the game. They're doing something else. The easiest way to milk the game is to add more mods, add more gear. Boy, if they want to be really smart, they could do something super shady like Marvel Strike Force and add red stars to it, which is, just why not add just red stars on top of those? I would not be surprised if they did something like that. And you know what? A lot of people will quit, but the people that won't quit, they'll get their money, and that's all they need for right now because they're no longer acquiring new players to play this game. This game is not even close. Now, nobody over there is thinking about new players and free-to-play players. This is all about whales. I really like Grand Arena. I just want to tell you that. I hate to say it. I still love that. I really like Grand Arena. And I'm going to have to probably buy into this as I really like Grand Arena. And if they could do a Flash Grand Arena, like a mini Grand Arena, where you get in a queue with 8 people, wouldn't that be awesome? Leave a like if you think that's a good idea. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Keep on gaming.